Hey everybody, I am Drak. We are back, and this is Final Fantasy Mystic Quest for the SNES. A Let's Play of it. And we have just freed the water crystal, so now we have green and lush lands instead of cold, winter, and barren. So now we're going to go visit Phoebe's dad, Spencer, who we were originally going to go visit anyway, but then we ran across Phoebe and we couldn't get access to Spencer. Oh, have you met Grandpa? Is he in the tunnel under the house? Why is he tunneling under the house? He's not a prisoner or anything, is he? Makes you think, doesn't it? But as you can see, there's a nature difference, as there was with Foresta, where we freed the Earth Crystal. Instead of looking all withering and old and dying and dried out, it looked green and lush and at peace. And holy moly, did Spencer dig a tunnel. He dug a really big tunnel. I'm just going to point that out right here now. That, if you're getting a waterfall in here, yeah, you've had a lot of time to dig. And down we go, and wow, this guy's like digging was his pastime. Oh, and Spencer's place. So apparently this is where he was going. Oh, and I see somebody there, but we're going to look around a little bit. Always a good idea. Red chests can be anywhere. Okay, that's Spencer. Oh, how did that happen? The ice melted. Yeah, we did all the work. You just sat there. And you're the Knight of Prophecy. The shield has found its owner. Shield? Used by the Knight in days gone by. Captain Mac found it. Get used to Captain Mac. He's gonna get brought up every now and then. For years, Mac's been studying a prophecy. On his way back from doing some research, the lake dried up and his ship ended up on a rock ledge. So that's the ship we've been seeing on the world map. That's no problem. If we dig from here, we'll be able to reach the ship. But here's the key. The shield is hidden in the focus tower. Cool. Fireburg's been having some strong earthquakes lately. I wonder if that's a hint where we should go next. Nah. Well, in the meantime, we're also going to go look around and see what the brown chest here has. Cure potions! Yay! Not like I don't have a ton of those. Okay, well, I don't think there really is much else to do, but we're going to look around, do some platforming. I know, platforming in an RPG? Really? And it looks like that's an entrance out, or an exit. And you can see the ship right there in the world map. That is Captain Mac's ship. That's what they're talking about. So that's where we're going next, or that's ultimately our goal. We're going to free up Captain Mac's ship and see if we can figure out more about this prophecy we've been hearing so much about. So in the meantime, I think we are done in Spencer's place. And now we know where we need to go next. We got to use the focus tower to go to Fireburg. And gee, I wonder what crystal we'll be freeing next. No idea. No idea at all. In the meantime, while we're walking out, just a quick answer to a question that some might be having, like what am I currently playing specifically. Right now, I'm playing a lot of things, but I just recently finished the Darksiders series. I wish I could say I like the series a lot more. I got recommended it because it's going to be... People were telling me it was going to be a darker version of Zelda, and it was going to be awesome. I don't know if I walked away entirely thinking that. The first one was good, and the second one just felt like... Oh, Jiminy Christmas, they're having a very big problem trying to figure out what they're doing. But, oh well. That's one person's opinion, and... They're very good-looking games. It's just that the story is a little out there. It's hard to attach to, especially given the characters that we had. I think War is easier to connect with than Death was, but again, that's just me. All right, so we're back in the focus tower, and there is the second door that we actually got the coin for in the Ice Pyramid. So now we also have the Venus key, which means we can possibly get a new shield. Oh, wait. No, we can't. Because we'll have to do some platforming first. Yay. You know, I don't know anymore. Alright, so out of the focus tower we go, because we obviously need to find a different entrance in order to get the shield that we've been hearing about. So, now that it's got green lands, we're not so blocked off anymore. And if you noticed, oh my gosh, they went from being clear to being broken. That was me grinding. Yes, we will not be showcasing grinding in this game. I'm not going to make things boring for you guys. So, you guys, I will be cutting out the grinding just to make things go a little bit faster and a little bit more engaging for you guys. So if you see those magic cuts, that's why. Alright, and it looks like we're looking around in this temple and we're not finding really... Because we got the floor tab right there, or the tile that will teleport us in, but we can't get in there just yet. Which bites, but oh well. But we can still go into the focus tower from here. And this will actually give us the entrance we need for the new shield. And I think it's called the Venus Shield, but I can't remember. But yeah, aside from Darksiders, I'm playing a lot of games. I'm trying to think of another one I finished recently. Not really. Awful news made Captain Mac race from his home. Anyway, seek Reuben in Fireburg. Hey, what's the statue for? Oh, well, I'm starting to have some reminders of Falls Basin. What about you guys? Yes, we've got to use this to create a platform to jump off of. Yay? And I think I just realized that I might have done it wrong. That's okay. We just got to move it down a little bit more. And there we go. So now when we go back up there, we will be able to jump around. And now we have Blizzard. Yay! That'll help in a fire area. And in case you hadn't guessed yet who the next party member is, it is Reuben. I will let Reuben be introduced on his own. It opened. The Venus Shield, yes. So now that will give us an additional resistance, so there will be another status ailment which we will be strong against. And on top of that, that will increase our overall defense. Awesome. And now on our way back to the other entrance, which will give us entry into... You can actually see parts of Fireburg right now. So the fire area is right there, and that's where we're going next. So all we got to do is get through the focus tower. And we're doing that right now. All the way down. Oh, wait. Never mind. We got to go the other way. It's dungeon design. What can I say? No, instead we will go back to where I think it was the river coin was leading us, and then go out to Fireburg. To which you notice that there are some complete tiles. We will be magic cutting again for grinding, because that always helps. Grinding is fun. It depends on the RPG. I'd actually like to hear what you guys think is a really good RPG when it comes to the grinding element. I've got a few ideas, just because I play a lot of RPGs, so the grinding is an aspect of it, and I'm a judge of whether or not it is a good RPG if you do it right. And Magic Cut, there we go. And this is one of the ones that actually had good grinding, just because it was meant to be for beginners. And so at each of these tiles, it's 10 battles. That's a good enough amount of experience. And in case you guys hadn't noticed, the earth is shaking whenever we move to a new tile. So that shows you there's a problem. And gee, I wonder where the hotel is in the town. I have no idea. Oh, and it looks like we got a band playing tonight. Oh, no, you jerk. Why are you here? Yeah, don't talk to us. Give us our hookshot back. Oh, and here's a nice little addition. We can listen to the band. So let's give a listen. Not bad. Now, Fireburg is also a really cool area because of this guy. He's an item salesman who can give us seeds. Yay! We now no longer have to worry about concepts like magic, because we can just load up on seeds. And gee, I wonder why that jerk is here. Dang you, Tristram. Give me my hook shot. Okay, we'll go into the next house here. And this just so happens to be Ruben's house. We're going to take his refreshers, because, you know, we're like that. Ah, you're Ruben, huh? Have you heard about the Crystal of Fire? I can't deal with that now. I gotta help my dad. Well, why don't you let me help you? He's stuck behind a boulder. Yeah, and? There'd be no problem if we had a mega grenade, but only Dad's friend can use them. Where's the guy's house? In this town? In this town, but he shut himself in. We'll pay him a visit anyway. Okay, well, we're just gonna bust the door down. RPGs, because we're virtuous people that way. Breaking and entering. You can't let a monster get the best of you. Okay. Good advice. Thanks, Ruben's mom. I think that's Ruben's mom. Yeah, that sounds about right. So if you hadn't noticed, Benjamin's level 17, Ruben's level 23. That kind of gives you the litmus of how high this area you need to be at. Oh, and we get a new axe upgrade. Yay! The battle axe. So not only do we have the Night Sword, but now we have an axe upgrade, which will be very helpful in this area. And, oh, mysterious floor tile. We've seen that before. And this takes us back to, I think it's Aquaria. Yeah, it's Aquaria. That'll be helpful in the future. Easy transport everywhere. And back to Fireburg we go, because we already have everything we need from Aquaria. Okay, so it just so happens that Ruben's friend's house is down at the bottom here, and you can see the closed door. And, oh, it's locked! Well, it just so happens that this guy is a member of, I think it's the local Thieves Guild. So, there is one person in the town we can talk to. I want to talk to him about this. Oh, what's up? We went to the house in the pit, but the guy wouldn't let us in. He's a jerk that way. You two want in? And take this. How do you have a key for this? And why does your key look like a sword? In fact, I want a key that looks like a sword for my house. That'd be awesome. I love the little lava pool in the middle there. Alright, it opened. Well, so much for breaking and entering. Oh, there he is. I ran when I saw the monsters in the volcano. A huge boulder fell in trapped Arian. Only a mega grenade can free him. How do you use one? Just throw it. Really? We busted into the house just to learn that if we threw a bomb, it's a mega grenade. Go through the abandoned mine. Ugh. RPGs, man. RPGs. Ah, and then we got a new floor tile, so that will lead somewhere cool. Probably easy transport. That'll be awesome. I'll tell you, man. That kind of wasn't worth it in a little in a way, but oh well. And then we learned Ruben's dad's name is Arion, or Arion, however you want to say it. And you can see the big boulder off in the distance. That's what they're talking about. So that's where Ruben's dad is, and that's what we need to free. And that big, dark, foreboding cave. Gee, I wonder if that's where we're going next. Yes, this is the mine. Yay, more dungeon! And now we deal with pink skeletons? Very fire-themed? Oh, red bone. Okay. And as you can see, Ruben hits pretty hard, and I want to say, I don't think you get a flail like he has. I don't think so in the game. I think he's the only one that uniquely has a flail as a weapon. If somebody wants to clarify on that for me, I'd love to know that, because even as a kid, I wouldn't have known. Oh, and more areas to open up. I'm trying to remember. I think I went down to see what one of the chests had. Plus this experience. And now we have Flazards. Or Flazards. Flazards. I don't know. RPGs in their names, man. But thankfully we have good weapons here, so we're not gonna take too long on this. And now we meet the new kind of imp. The red cap. Does that mean in Aquaria there's blue caps and they snap at each other? Yeah, I know I had to go out there for a West Side Story reference, but, you know, I tried. Can you fault me? I love the fact that they have mohawks underneath. Is that supposed to make them look intimidating? And now we have that's not a zombie. Besides, the term zombie in this case, or in this day and age, has been somewhat overused. I used to love zombie games. I'll be honest with you guys. I used to love zombie games like Resident Evil and all that, and it's just because gaming has become just saturated with zombie games, and so now I kind of hate them. I'm kind of done with zombies, and I really wish somebody would come up with a better idea. Don't get me wrong, games like Resident Evil. Okay, I was gonna say games like Resident Evil are good, but I honestly haven't played since 4. I played a little bit of 5, but I didn't like the whole cooperative mechanic, so I didn't get very far in there. But there are legitimately good zombie games out there. I'm just kind of tired of zombies and demons. I play a lot of those games, and I'd like to see some, you know, better stories than what they're giving. Now, one thing you kind of notice right there with Ruben is his flail works the same way as an axe. So all the weakness, or the monsters that would have weaknesses to axes would have the same weakness to Ruben's flail, which will be very helpful if we run across the right enemies. But anyway, back to what we were talking about before. Because I mean, I like good demon games. If you can make a good story around them, like for example, Darksiders, I feel had a bad concept of that. They wanted to do this whole end of the world thing, so they did this mixture of monsters and demons, or zombies and demons, and all manner of, you know, hellish creature, and it worked a little bit in the first one, but then it just felt like they were oversaturated in Darksiders 2, because every world had its own version of a demon. That, and I will admit that in Darksiders 2, they set up the themes in Darksiders 1 fairly well, that, you know, you were dealing with angels and demons, and that's what you were dealing with. And then in the first, you know, spoilers to those who haven't played, the first land or area you get put into in Darksiders 2 is, I think it's called the Forge Lands, and it's like dwarves in fantasy base, and so it's like, whoa, fish out of water? What? Because every other area in it is set to those themes. So you go to the land of the dead, and you go to where the angels reside, and all that, but oh well. Just my opinion. Anyway, we are going to go ahead and take a quick break, and then we will go through this abandoned mine further. Once again, I am Drak, and this is an LP for Final Fantasy Mystic Quest for the SNES. We'll be right back.